welcome to the Two Boots Word Vault podcast. In this episode, I want to honor my wife Dalyce's first children's book, Ellie and the Golden Cricket. Here is the audio version with Sue Scott, Dan Chouinard, and Dalyce providing the music and the narration.
Ellie and the Golden Cricket by Dalyce Elliott Young. Narrated by Sue Scott. Original violin tune by Dalyce Elliott Young. Piano underscoring composed and performed by Dan Chouinard. Ellie strolled up Orangeweed Hill playing a violin. But the squeaks, squawks, and screeches hurt her puppy's ears and made them howl. Even the wild animals ran from the terrible sound. Ellie felt disappointed. How could she make the violin sound beautiful? She needed Grandmother's help. Sure enough, Grandmother knew what to do. She held a beautiful jade box. "Look inside," she said. "You will find a wild and wise cricket. He knows the violin's secret." But before Ellie could ask the cricket for help, he got away. "Oh dear," Grandmother sighed. "Such a mischief maker. Go after him, Ellie. If you want to learn how to play the violin, you must catch that golden cricket." Ellie ran after the cricket, with her puppies, red, green, and blue, chasing along. "Don't take your eyes off the cricket or we'll lose him," Ellie commanded. But it was too late. Red had already spotted Ellie's best friend Andrew doing tricks on a wooden fence. Andrew was a shy boy who didn't say much, but he knew how to get things done. Ellie asked Andrew for help, so Andrew set up the good old box trap, and they waited patiently. But the clever cricket would not be caught. He dared 3 wary harvest mice to spring the trap. The hungry mice couldn't resist such a large ear of corn. That darn cricket got away again. Ellie and her friends followed the cricket into an old orchard where hundreds of butterflies gathered on bare branches, looking like autumn leaves. The cricket tried to hide among their beating wings, but Ellie spied him. She climbed the tree as fast as she could. Snap, crack, oh no! Ellie fell down into a cocklebur patch. The cricket hid in the cattails of a steamy, soggy swamp, watching the friends pull cockleburs out of their hair, fur, and clothes. "That cricket is such a tease," Ellie said, rolling her eyes. "Now look at him. He's pretending to be a baby quail sneaking into a field of tall grass and flowers." The puppies had to leap high to see over the blossom tops. "This isn't fair," Ellie complained. "It's impossible to find a golden cricket in a sea of black-eyed Susans." The friends wandered willy-nilly through a tangled prairie until they reached the bottom of a rocky cliff. Ellie felt like giving up. She didn't want to climb a mountain. She was tired and needed a nap. The cricket felt sorry for her, so he swung down on a honeysuckle vine and gave her another chance to catch him. They chased that cricket across a rushing stream. Andrew waded in. Blue was swept into the rapids. Red bounced from rock to rock, bumping into Ellie and sending her head over heels into the water. The cricket thought this was so funny, he didn't notice Green, and he flew right into Green's butterfly net. Everyone was wet. Andrew gathered the drenched and dripping neckerchiefs, wondering, who is red? Who is green? Who is blue? But they had caught their prize. Yippee! The cricket was a good sport. They all marched home feeling victorious. Back in Grandmother's kitchen, Ellie finally asked the cricket her important question. Please, what is the secret to making my violin sound beautiful? But all the golden cricket said was, practice, practice, practice. Oh no, Andrew boo-hooed. Work! Ellie was disappointed. She had hoped for a more magical answer. Grandmother is always in her garden. Give this cricket back to her, she grumbled to the puppies. Ellie was cranky and crabby, but she really did want to play the violin well. Music was in her heart. She took the cricket's advice. She practiced morning, noon, and night. One day, she invited all her friends to Orangeweed Hill to hear her play the violin. No squeaks, no squawks, no screeches. Even the wild animals loved the beautiful sound. The end.